Okay, good evening. However, tonight is, well, I didn't count zero yet, so last night was 14. Um, last night was 14 tonight, right? Okay. So we are up to the top of Tezvav Amud Aleph. A carbon comments Shiyaron Nachal. I think we might have done that. We'll just start from there again. Minala, how do you know that the rest is eaten after the carbon is burnt? Chsiv, Hiktar, Kain as Askaras. Chsiv, and I said, when I'm in Chala, Aaron, the bottom, carbon comments, fine. So you see that Aaron gets to eat the rest of the mincha after he's makar the kaimetz. Karav kaimetz the makar the isa the makar the is the makar isle makar isle. The itmar. So it says that the after the kaimetz is makar is then the rest of it is mutter to eat. So there's a machlekes, and each manam is going to learn in this brisa that we're quoting what that it's the hakrav is based off his shita. At what point of the haktara is the shirayim is the kaimitz does the kaimitz mat to the shirayim? By ha'ar when the fire first starts catching onto the kamitza, then already the rest of the shirayim is mutter. It has to be mostly engulfed in the flame, and at that point, it's the Shai is mutter, and again, because the Mishnah Brisa over here is not mafaret which way it is, everyone's going to learn according to themselves. My time. Amarava, Amakra, the Mashkal Begdula, Kederach Shahamlachim Eichlen. It's the lashon lamashcha Begdula, the lashon lamashcha is medayik that it's from a place of godless that the way that the malachim eat that they're able to be moisif onto different additives. The ain asun ela malachim. It's the they say alpha chametz chelkam. I'm going to shiv melakish afilu chelkam. They say alpha chametz. In other words, we know already that the part that goes onto the mizbech can't be chametz, but even chelkam, even your part can't be chametz. I'm going to shiv melakish. Call hamincha exactly we're right to call hamincha is. Call haminachais. You're saying that all them need Shemin Levina? The Minchas also doesn't have Haki Kamer. So read the Bryce as follows. Call Hamanachis to Una Shemin Levina, Ubais Menachitin, Ubais Silas. All Minchas have Shema and Levina and are brought from Chitin and brought as Silas. Silas is again fine and flour. Minchas Chayta Afalpi Sheina to Shema and Levina, even though it does not need Shema and Levina, Baal and Chitin, Baal and Silas. And Minchas Aimer Afishi Bar Ben Sidon to Shema and Levina Uba Garas. And even a Minchas Aimer, even though it's from Sidon, it needs Shema and Levina and also comes from a better type of flour. The zu ena tuna leishem levina, and but this minchas Sotah does not have shem or levina. Uba minas ayrin. Uba kamach comes from barley and not high quality barley. Tanya mishem bedin who should have minchas Sotah to una shem levina. Really, bikra din. I don't know if it's kalachayim or just apisar. It should need shem levina. Shalai yehei chayta niska. It shouldn't be that just because you did an avera, then you get away with a cheaper matana, a cheaper carbon. How come taka we don't have? How come taka is not chayav to bring it? We don't want him to come with a finer, with a better quality mincha. We want to give him a shacher. His matana shouldn't be that good. He shouldn't feel good about it. Tunis Nasachim. And really, a Chatas Chayla should need Nasachim. Shloye Chayta Niska, same idea. In Tunis, Shloye Kabarim Muhda. The same idea that a carbon that someone shouldn't bring something to the Mizbech and feel like he's bringing like a full gift. There should be something missing from it. But a Chatas of Mitzayra and Hashama needs Nasachim. Because they're not brought because of a chet. This is a mitzayir, right? So the chat and the asham of a mitzayir do bring the sachem because it's not coming from a chet. The seven things that cause nagan. Now I don't know what seven things are. Where is this? No. It's an Erechem Shavuos. Okay, I didn't look into what the seven things are. Maybe Rashi says. No, Rashi says look at Erechem. Okay, Hasab and the guy who they kapele. So the Gemara answers no. Really, his nega is one. It's that's mechaper. No, it's echanami. He gets negam from the lyrics, but the negam are mechaper. He might see carbon the shturei bekachim who the might see. But when he brings the carbon, it's not for the kapar for the lyrics that he already got from the negam. But now, in order for him to be allowed to eat, Hektish, he needs to bring carbon. So the other way around. A nazir should have to bring nesachem. Why? Because it's not from a cake. So the nazir nami chaytehu. The nazir is chayte because Hashem said you could drink wine, and he decided to be punished from the good things that Hashem gave us. He's saying that because she did a ma'aseh behema, so too her carbons of a ma'achol behema. Tanya Amar Sefer in Kavra. He's saying like Chachamim. Allow me to come in. I'm gonna dash in this like something like a jewel. The Sham the Rameir the Kamar. He Madani Ilam Lafika Karbana. She fed him delicacies to be mafayis him and to be with him. So she gets to eat as a midah connected midah. She has to eat ma'achas. Her carbon is a ma'achas behema. Amalei hatena ashira. Very nice. So she's a rich woman. She's able to feed him, high end food. Aniya ma'iklan. What are you going to say about a poor woman? Ella kashem shemayis behema. The same way she acted inappropriately like an animal, so too her carbon is a ma'achol behema. So what now? We're continuing in the process of this is how the kohen prepares the water. He brings, let's say, a earthenware cup or a jug or a container of some sort. The Tanakh is saying that you bring a chatzilog of mayim from the kir. Yehuda Aimer Revius. Revius says less than that, a revius of wine, of water. The same with the machlekes over here, how much water you have to put in. The machlekes is it's what's the lashon nu? It's alibid halchasa. It's l'shitasam. Thank you. It's a l'shitasam that they also have machlekes how much you have to write of the Megillah, how long the ksav is. So the one who says less ksav has less water to dissolve the ksavin. He goes into the heichal and he turns to the right. And there's a one amma by amma square over there, and there's a slab of marble, and there was a ring that was stuck into the slab. He would take the dirt from underneath there, but nice and and he's put onto the water, and you have to see the water. You have to see the dirt in the water. In other words, a shana fully dissolved. How do we know? Shanamad umina offer. Asher yeh b'karka mishkan yikach hakoyin v'nasan el hamayim, not al hamayim or el hamayim to the water that is still after it's put in. It should still be obvious that it's there. So the Gemara Tana piyali shel cheres chadasha has to be chadash, new. No, even though it's not a nice keli, it's not a chashav keli at all. The house usually is regarded as the cheapest utensil. All right, the Rabbi Shmuel. So Rabbi Shmuel says it has to be a new one. My time, our time, Rabbi Shmuel. Gamar kli kli v'mitzayir. Ma lahalon cheres chadasha, avkan cheres chadasha. So by a mitzayir has to be cheres chadasha. V'hasav and on. Over there, how do we know that it has to be cheres chadasha? The chsev v'shachat is a tzipor echaz al kli cheres. Mayim chayim. Ma mayim chayim shaloi nasasam v'hem melacha. Just like the mayim chayim has to be fresh, that it was never used before. Av kli shaloi nasasam by melacha. So too the keli has to be brand new. If that's the case, then just like over there by the Mitzayra, it's Mayim Chaim. Avkan Mayim Chaim. Rabbi Shmuel Hachanami. And Hachanami, the Amar of Yochanan make here. Rabbi Shmuel Amar Me'ayin. Me'ayin Hein. Rabbi Shmuel, that didn't come from a kir. It came from a well, a spring water. It came from different waters. So I guess in Rabbi Yochanan, you have a question. So you have the Chama Misharim is so he says maybe it's the Chacham is in no okay the Chacham maybe is the one who's argues on it was the one it was Rabbi Shmuel he's arguing on okay the Chacham say that it could be for other words according to Rabbi Yochanan and the Chachamim what do they do why don't they learn from inside the Hasimayim Chaim. Ikul Mifrach Malam Mitzay Shekin Talon Eitz Erez Ve'eza V'Shni Salas has all these other things that it needs, and so that's why it needs Zayin Chaim. Amarava, Amakra B'Kli Cheres Kli She'amarti L'cha Prar. B'Kli Cheres sounds like it was already referred to. It doesn't say Kli Cheres. It says B'Kli Cheres. So therefore, it's a kind of so it's an allusion. It alludes to the fact that we mentioned this Kli Charis already, which is referring to the Mitzvah of the Kli Charis of the Mitzvah, which has to be new, and therefore, and that's how you know that it has to be new. Even according to Rabbi Shmuel, that says it could be used. No, the other way around. According to the Chacham that say that it could be used. Well, it still can't be like disgusting. My time, it can't be something that the appearance or that the structure of it was altered. Let's say you took a keli, it was used, it got dirty, and then you reheated it, you reprocessed it, and now it became clean. What's halacha? The itchu. Once it became unfit for use, it's already done. Even the other, once it came back, it came back. These things from Mitzayra, these the cedar, the grass and the lashani, if you use them to make into a handle, then even if it returns the way it was, it's psulin. Over there, it's very malleable, it's very flexible, so therefore it bends right back, and it's in the same form that it was, and you still see that it's a problem. Over there, when you use it in such an aggressive fashion that the Gemara is describing, it actually you wither and it chips away a piece of the actual grass and the string. So it's not a raya because that could be that even though it's returning back to its original form, it would be okay. But here you're mamish missing a piece, so that we can't help you. So it's not a raya to our kasha. We can't be pushing our kasha of or shaila of a kli that was ruined, that was put back into the oven if that works. If my time, why did you turn to your right? It has to be only to the right. This is the famous thing that a Jew always goes to the right. I heard from Reb Suri, I listened to the daf today just to see what's going on, and he said at this thing, I forgot who he wrote it down from, but this idea of all your turnings have to be right is dafka by davar shevdusha. But if you don't have to go to the grocery store making a bunch of right turns. You can go left if it's easier. They say that if you're not sure where to go, you should go right. But if it's this daf by davar shevdusha, it's going to the aron, going to the thing, different things in shul, in different inyanim of kedusha, you should go to the right. Malkim shahaya sham ama tana rabana umina afar ashayia yachol yisakim mibachot yachas. Maybe I should bring it from outside to inside. Talmud loyim b'karka of mishkan. So it can't just be. It has to be in the karka of the mishkan. If karka mishkan yachol yachbar b'kardumais. Maybe I should dig it up with shovels, spades. Talmud Leimer Ashiyah, that it should be already. Okay, it said Yesham Habi. Ain't Sham, 10 Sham. If you don't have, you don't have to go digging. You can just bring outside dirt and you put it onto the place and then you chop from there. Tanya Idach, Umiya offer attention. Tanya Idach, we learned this exchange a little differently. Uminha offer Ashiyah Melamit Shahayu Misakim Mechutz Machnas. So now we have the Mechutz Mishkan. We have two ways to learn. Isiva Yehuda Aimer Lahavi Karka. These specific places, they were also allowed to bring dirt from there. You don't have to be mad with those places. Of course, they were allowed to bring it from these places by a tumah. I'm not sure. Hold on one second. I think he's saying that you for sure could bring from all these places that you don't need a rebuy. So what's a mishkan? So you can't bring it from. They used to keep boxes of dirt outside their house, and they would use it for patchwork. That's the way they lived. But regardless, he's saying that it has to be at least put down into the mizbeah, into the mishkan first, into the heichal first. Yibaylahu ein sham afar mahu. What's the halacha if there's no offer, there's no dirt, and should we bring afer ashes? So this kasha bothered me. I didn't understand what kind of question. What do you mean we run out of dirt? If you're running out of dirt, what does that? What does that mean? That in the Mishkan, in the desert, you can't find dirt. I don't understand what that means. Even in the mizbech, like you open up the ground, there's don't run out of dirt. So I saw in the Masifta they bring down that the kasha is we bring afer that's from the mizbeach, not stam afer. But it's a little daichik later on the way they want to ask. It's a paladin kasha. Why it's more dealing with something that's not negated. You're not running out of dirt. Why do I have to know if you have to bring afer, you have to bring ashes? Fine. I leave it Beishamai the Ami Lemitzino afer shakara afa. But the Beishamai Shammai and Mesila have machlekes by Kisei Adam on whether you could use anything else besides afer or afar. Again, so he said, there's no place that I find that afer is called afar. Afer is called afar. So what's halacha? Can I bring afer instead of? Can I bring afer if I run out of afar? Here, even though afar is called afer, but over here it's because the pasuk is mefar that has to be from karka. So mishkan has to be mamish like afar dirt, not stam, something that's like afar. Or this karka mishkan is not meant to be to specify that I need afer mamish. It's for the other drushes that it could be from karkashila or that it has to be put. It can't be from my kupa in my house. Tashma want to bring a raya. The Amr Yechon Mishum. Let's do the raya tomorrow. We'll do an earlier share Friday with Hashem's help, and we're going to catch up slowly. Today was. Like I said, last night was the 14th, so we should have done the 16th Amid, so we're still a little bit behind, but as Hashem, we will catch up in time for Shavuos.